Good morning. Happy Monday, my remarkable friends. So today I would like to talk to you about a word that has to be in the vocabulary of remarkable people. And it's kind of an interesting word, I think, and especially for those of us that are in leadership positions, and especially if you're on a leadership team and you're trying to build a really remarkable leadership team. And the idea comes from a really great book I love, Becoming a Person of Influence. And the concept is in this book, and I'm actually going to post another video right after this one that I just saw yesterday that my husband showed me. And the video is specifically about this pandemic that we're going through right now. And it's a perfect illustration of this word. But it's a word we don't often use in leadership circles, and we really should. And the word is love. Weird, huh? So just recently in leadership materials, I'm seeing this word more and more. Recently, I led a mastermind group, Dare to Lead by Brene Brown. And she tells the story in there about an Air Force colonel who had done some research and how in the 1941 leadership manual that trained Air Force officers, the word love was in that manual 119 times, but in the current manual, it is in that 0 times. And Brene goes on to talk about how that the word love has been removed from current leadership material. Why is that? Is it because we've become a more technological age and less of a heart-to-heart connection? And so what have we lost in this age of connection? And how has that made us less remarkable? So John Maxwell tells this great story in here about a teacher. And you know, education has become much more technological, especially during a pandemic, whenever those of us who are educators were reduced to Zooming our classes instead of having face-to-face connection. And let me just tell you, as an educator, it is a huge difference. It is a huge deficit not to get to see a student face-to-face. So this story in here is this teacher, and she's talking about what a difference a face-to-face, heart-to-heart connection is with a student and how much is lost. And she was talking to one of her students, his name was Eddie, and she was asking Eddie, she goes, Eddie, why is it that you're doing so much better this year than you did last year? And he said, oh, well, that's easy. He said, I like myself a lot better this year because I like you, and I think you really like me. And she said, I do, Eddie. I like you a lot. And he turned and gave her a great big hug. Obviously, they were not social distancing. It made a huge difference. There's another story in here, and he's quoting from the book In the Arena, written by former President Richard Nixon. And so regardless of your politics, the story is very moving. It says that after Richard Nixon resigned from office and he had had surgery and he was in the hospital, and he told his wife, Pat, he said, I just really want to die. He was very deeply depressed. And Pat opened the blinds and pointed to a plane outside his window. And the plane was going back and forth in front of the window of his hospital. And behind the plane was a big sign that said, God loves you, and so do I. And Ruth Graham, Billy Graham's wife, had hired a pilot to go back and forth with that sign. So I don't care if you're a president or you're a little 4th grade boy in math, you need love. The people on our teams need love. If we are going to be remarkable, if we are going to be leaders, the people on our team need love. They don't just need us to be mathematicians. They don't just need us to be presidents. They need us to love them, and they need us to show our love. I hope you enjoy the next video I'm going to show you. Kelly Clarkson, I dare you.